Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back to Share Seeking. I don't even know what I want to talk about. It's almost like there's this energy. It's not like I want to just like complain, right? But it's just like this energy of like, I fight for people that are being treated unfairly, but what about me? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's this no justice, no peace. It's very easy to, I'm very forgiving. It's very easy to forgive people or to see things people's way. So I don't understand why there's just this heavy oppressive attitude. I was like this Lord God energy hijacking godhood from the Empress, me, right? Knowing that we share, there's this divine something, but I feel like whoever this energy is, they know it takes two, but to the world, they show that it's just only them, right? And that they have the full power. But I feel like this is the Lord God using temperance and sneaky Pete energy and the three of swords in order to control the narrative. I feel like these people do this to me every lifetime. They're like 1,000 steps ahead of where I would ever be. But it's only because there's an oppressive something there. Somebody wants me in a position with my back against the wall. And they're slowly if your back is against the wall and you're being attacked, you have your limbs that you can use to fight people off, but they're slowly plucking off the limbs and the wings of a butterfly. And it's not like a sympathy. It's more like a love and war. It's like a battle cry. It's like, don't you see what don't you see what that's doing? It's okay for me to see, I just like to I like to see clearly. I'd like to know what this was. Was this some type of, like you could even think like it's somebody makes a bet, right? How somebody would feel if somebody made a bet, right? But it's also if I felt like the government sent this person in here and it was all this thing to do something to me, to hurt me more. Also, then, the chaos that went alongside the relationship, even if a person is moving on, if I've turned away because I had to at some point in time, to see what the fuck this was. But it's just like, I think that's with this situation is very, I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't just be left to me and this person or the people that had something to do with this, because it's something, it's just like a heaviness. It's like somebody's getting away with something that they can continue to go do to other people, which molds nations. Like this is what, a nation can rise no higher than its woman. People will say that, but when it comes to doing it and actually acknowledging it, they don't. That's what I'm saying. People profess these things out of their mouth, but they really don't. And some of these religious factors, they address these things out of their mouth, but they really don't. Because a lot of these things that they say are traditional or cultural for certain religions and ethnic groups and stuff like that, it's not, most times it's something that, I don't know, it's too act as though it's a caring measure, but it's actually something to, it just always seems like it's always something to tear away or tear apart from the feminine aspect. And these masculines feel like they can go around and do whatever they want to do, and also leave you in the hands of other people that you're not aware of or familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Without even making a peep. This puts this could put your mental, physical, spiritual health at risk. It puts you at risk also of, catching on to other people that have gifts and things like this that may be enemies. And, you're going around not even noticing or not even knowing the heck that these people are attacking you. So you have no way to defend yourself, because these people have taken away your power to protect or to defend or And then when you do have to, the one thing that you can use is maybe your voice. They want to make it so you could be afraid to even use that. I feel like this is just something on not just a local, national, but a global scale, at this point in time. And I feel like it's very hurtful. It's hurtful for me because being empathic, I look into other people's eyes. I want to know, if it's somebody that I connect with, I want to know what hurt you, and most times throughout my life, it's been, if it was something that hurt somebody that it had something to do with me, I'd rather let it go and let them have it. You know what I'm saying? But this time I stood up for myself and I said, no, I want this. And it's still the same thing. But I feel like whatever it is I sense on these people, they have been given, it's like they have been given one of the cookies from Alice in Wonderland to be able to be magical. So things pass through me, messages pass through me, but it's almost like somebody has bound my gifts, right? My tools or whatever I would need to protect myself. So it brings me back to that energy of Israel should be able to protect herself, because even if masculines come in and I never even knew that they were there, or even if masculines come in or feminines or whatever, it's almost like they always leave with a retaliation, and it's just like nothing but love, you know what I'm saying? But they always leave with this something, and I would like to, for one, know what it is, but it's just like, I want to know who created. Look at this world card just looking at me. Like, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like very unfair treatment. And because the populace is not aware of what's going on, you are just coming into your so-called godhood or whatever. You are barely holding it on. It's like, that's the whole thing about, like I said, this sexual immoralities or things like this, because some of these people, some of these beings know that you are not well versed, or you didn't get that training or whatever. And so at that youthful age, so say you've been born for 2 years, right? So it's almost like that whole thing about that new pharaoh that wants to kill all the boys that are, well, if you're a feminine, that's a masculine. Why am I seeing this gloominess? Why is it raining like this? Why am I seeing this gloominess in the eyes of some of these feminines here? And it's like, I feel Source put somebody here to, be a companion of, or a friend of, or something of that nature. But I don't know. I just feel like every time that happens, or it's just very strange. And I feel like it's a mechanism being used to, make you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not worthy, or something like that, or you're sinful, or look at God doing this to you. But I know better than that. But at the same time, it makes me think about, what about people that don't know better than that? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's almost a state of bullying here. And it's almost like these people don't even want you to have a leg up. They will try to remove that. They don't even want. But the whole thing is, they want access to something. They know they have a golden ticket, and they don't want it to be safe. They want it to be maybe public property or something. They don't want it to be safe. Even if this is a jewel that they care about, and it should be treated in such a manner. It's almost sad, because then I wonder how many other women, you know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like it's this weird, strong connection here, how many other women are suffering that actually met this person, or met these beings, or had something that was a little bit more clear than what I ever had. You know what I'm saying? And that would hurt. I guess that would hurt me more. And so but it does let me know, I don't know, it says something when Eartha Kitt said that about men that she met and how they treated her, the difference between men that she met and how they treated her, and then the men that she never met. The ones that she never met did the most for her. And so I can relate to that on a spiritual level and things like this. But I just feel like I don't like the whole back and forth. Like, if you could, okay, let it be known that, first of all, this is what it is. Second of all, because it's kind of like mental abuse, if you really think about it. So, let it be clear. And it's almost like this is this thing of, like I said, a narcissistic God, right? That they want all of this something from you, but there's nothing coming back. And so you have to draw back. You have to find yourself and draw back from it. And then walk into whatever that is, your whatever your happiness or whatever it would be, it feels like, It's almost like, should the ancestors step in. Like, it's not even a sense of like having somebody must say sorry, but I feel like it's only right for people to be filled in. You know, I don't know how many people get it this bad, right? I feel like whatever happened to me is like the top tier, right? But also, like I said, it doesn't mean that it hurts worse or it means less or anything, because I think it would be more awful, like I said, for me to have gone through this journey and actually met someone and then, you know, have to walk away from that. So I'm actually glad that it happened this way. And I feel like also there's a part to this where it's not over. This is just like possibly the journey, right? And we're going to get there. But it's like, if it was just that and everything was cool, you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's like an energy like, okay, if that's what it is, okay, then I don't have to sit here and be on watch or wondering, you know, should I be doing this? Am I, you know, what am I going to be doing in 2 weeks? Why do I feel like I want to leave the house, you know? And then, oh no, but I want to just straighten up my place or whatever and just get comfortable at home and keep working until, you know, something happens or whatever. And it's just like this whole, you can never be. And again, being in that Taurus energy, I like to feel stable. Once I feel stable, it's like, cool. Okay. You know, I feel like this is just like coming into something new. And it's like, without that, with the connection still there, connected to the soul, but there's no mental, the heck is that? Communication. It's almost like you're left just waiting, because you can't say that it wasn't, you know, you can't get rid of these ties, you know, and so you're kind of almost there left wondering what happened, or is this person okay, or something like this. Like, it's, I don't know. I think it's very deep. It's very deep what I'm talking about here, you know, but I feel like, you know, I just take it in stride. I cannot let it like weigh me down, which may come off as cold hearted, but it's just, I see the games, you know what I'm saying? I see the games that's being played, and, you know, I have to learn how to operate, you know, because a lot of times I feel like, you know, you don't have a choice. Like, and that's the thing. If these masculines are moving on, they want to be a man about it and just say what it is. Okay. You know, that's the thing. It's not like getting upset about it. Yeah, you're going to be sad, or you're going to be like, you know, you're going to be jaded because you're like, what the fuck just happened? But at the same time, it's just like, well, you know, it's almost like that energy like, well, then, okay, then I guess I'll have to figure out what I'm going to be doing myself, because, you know, that's the thing. I feel like I've healed. There's all this, oh, heal more, heal. No, like, I feel like I'm to a point where I could at least have some friends. You know what I'm saying? So this is where it becomes a problem, you know, because everything else around you is, you know, like I said, all of this, I feel like this sorcery is being used, and it's almost like not even, it's like maybe this person doesn't want you to have something because they're going to be jealous or whatever, but they want to so hold their boot on your neck while they go out and party, you know what I'm saying, while they dance or whatever. And then it's it's just like some of these people are stronger, so I can see where it would be a problem when they're talking about, you know, dealings with youth in the spiritual realm, newbies, new bloods or whatever. Okay. And to even seclude them and then be able to use them, you know, like, it's just that kind of feeling, you know, and the joyous times you start looking back at it and you're like, well, damn, was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? But it's not like you had a choice. This is something that I feel we have to go through these things with this type of journey. But yeah, I just feel like whatever it is, it's just somebody made sure they're trying to make sure I can't advance at all. And that's the part I just don't understand. I don't understand that part. And it's not only them, it's the feminines that they're attached to too, that they've given access now to me and my energy. And it's just like, wow, really? I feel like it's just, wow, really? And then you're not even going to be honest with me. I can't get a honest thing about, is it just that, or do I have to worry about this motherfucker or what? You know, and I feel like that's what I've been having to battle all this time, just to protect myself there. Not only, you know, when it comes to higher up things that are, you know, that are going on in society or in the world when it comes to these governing forces and stuff like that. So it can get a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but sometimes I have to take my day. And today is one of them days where I'm just like, okay, Let me just slow down. Let me just listen, Let me just listen. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that are shifting and changing, but like even not like 75% of the day, I just want to feel like, yeah, I'm feeling this. It's feeling good. But at the same time, you know how that is, I guess, on that twin flame journey or whatever this journey is. Yeah. It's just like, it's like almost like somebody walking away with your birthday gifts or your birthday gift. And somebody like, no, it's okay. Just let them have it or whatever. And you're just like, hold on, that was my favorite motherfucking present. Give it back. But then I think it's worse because when you feel like all that other stuff is just some trickery, somebody's just trying to deter like nothing was this strong for it just to end on a whim like that. And some of this is just, people trying to deter it from whatever the end goal or whatever it might be. And then you have to realize that maybe there's that it is that case that you're just being strung along until then. Because obviously that means that if somebody's doing that, it's a possibility that they might just be stringing you along and then drop you like something once they get close to the finish line. You're all battered and bruised and wounded and the person just take that little stretch, and it's a wrap for you. So I don't know. I really don't. Because I feel like whatever this is, it just was revenge from the start. These people were relentless and it just was revenge from the start. There would not have been nothing I could have done either way to change the outcome. It's like set up for failure. Because I feel like some people do see the greatness in you at a young age and they start working on you then. And the stronger you get, the less interested these people may be in you. And it's kind of hurtful. But, I feel like there's always going to be brighter, I guess, days, It's just the thing of coming to that realization, but you just want to make sure because it's a kind of like that kind of sensitive connection where you don't want somebody to be getting hurt or tortured or, whatever, because they're not getting a communication from you, and that both of you are trying to communicate and there's something something that someone was able to do illegally or that's real fucked up, you know what I'm saying, in the spirit realm to block you and this person from each other, and both of you are mourning, you know what I'm saying, and that's what this is, that this coldness, this something that just came back in, and you never got a chance to say, hey, I feel that way too, or this is how I feel. Like, I love you, like I do. And then when you do, I feel like for some of us, it might be, already too late. And my thing is the absence of that being or that connection makes me think that this person is no longer with us in that way because of things that they said about always having to do things a certain way because they got something that a lot of people want or something like this. And so for me, those are the things that keep me silent, keep me stagnant, keep me, wondering. And it's not even so much like, oh, is there another girl? I hate her or anything. No, it's not even that. Those are not the thoughts that consume me. It's, does he know how I feel? I never want this person to leave this place not knowing that, it's those type of things. Ew. Are we talking about feelings? We're going to stop. I'll talk to y'all later.